All right, CISD educators, Brian Tim here, and I'm really excited to let you know that the technology department has been working hard and they have enabled Schoology and eSchoolPLUS grade passback. This means that you're going to be able to directly send grades from Schoology to eSchoolPLUS. I'm going to be talking about who this is for, why we want to do this, how to get this set up, and how to use it after it's all set up here. So let's talk about the who. This is for 4th through 12th grade classes only. This is not pre-K through 3rd grade. It's also not for New Tech High at Coppell or Victory Place at Coppell. You guys have different systems set up for your grade books. Why do we want to do this? Well, we want you guys to be able to enter grades in one location and then sync them up so that you're not having to enter grades in Schoology and then go into your eSchoolPLUS app and manually enter assignment grades in there. You can just enter them into Schoology and then you can hit a sync button and they will send them over to eSchoolPLUS. We also want to provide a streamlined view for learners and families, directing them more to Schoology to see all of those individually graded assignments, but that their final grade and those assignments are still showing up inside of HACK or eSchoolPLUS. Okay, so here's how we set this up. You're going to first want to open up your course inside of Schoology. On the left-hand side, you're going to notice there is an eSchoolPLUS app inside of your course menu on the left-hand side. You're going to want to click on that. When you click on that, it'll take you to a page that looks like this. You're going to want to click on the configuration button that is at the top. Once you click on the configuration button, you're going to scroll down to performance tasks. And you're going to click the box on the right of the pre-filled performance tasks category. So when you're doing this for your first time, for your first section, you're going to see only the Create New Schoology category. You're going to want to choose that. If you're doing this for your next linked sections, you're going to see that performance tasks button there already, and so you are going to select that, and I'll show you that in a little bit as well. Okay, after you take care of performance tasks, you're going to scroll down and do the same thing for summative assessments. Only use that one that is pre-filled for you with the correct weight. Same thing here. If you're doing this for the first time in your first linked section, you're going to want to choose Create New Schoology category. If you're doing this for subsequent sections, you're going to want to choose the summative assessments that have been set up on that previous linked section. Please do not add any of those other categories where it has the button to include category. Don't use those. Those are extras from inside of eSchoolPLUS. Make sure when you are done to click the Save Configuration button. This is not auto-saved. You know you're successful when you see this message up at the top that says your category configurations have been saved. At this point, you're going to want to toggle up to different sections. So if you have linked sections for this course, you're going to want to do this same process for each of those linked sections. Okay. Once you are done with that, you're going to click on the Grade Setup option. And then you are going to see that you have the performance tasks and the summative assessments with the correct weight already inside of there. We're going to want to scroll down and do one more thing inside of here. And I wanted to let you know too, for the performance tasks and summative assessments, if you happen to have any categories that you've previously set up, so in this example up at the top, there was a quiz grading category, you can hit that X to remove that. Or if you don't want to remove it, make sure that you weight it at 0 so that it does not have an impact on your gradebook inside of Schoology or cause any potential issues for the sync to eSchoolPLUS. Okay, at the bottom of this page, you're going to want to click on these two boxes. You're going to want to click on the box to hide overall grade in student grade report, and you're going to want to click on the box to hide grading period grades in student grade report as well. You're going to want to save your changes. The reason why we're doing this is to avoid any confusion in the final or grading period grade in Schoology. If it does not match the final grade period inside of eSchoolPLUS. So if you make some changes inside of Schoology, then that grade might look different if you do not sync those grades over into eSchoolPLUS or Hack. So we want to make sure that those grades that they see in Hack are the final grades. So to avoid any confusion, they should not see the final grade from Schoology itself. Okay, so let's talk about how you use this now that you got it all configured. So when you are creating any grading materials inside of Schoology, either an assessment or an assignment or a discussion board, anything that's graded, you're going to see this grading category. Now, the default is set to ungraded, but after you configure this, you're going to see performance tasks and summative assessments preloaded there for you. So when creating an assignment, making it graded, you're going to want to choose either performance tasks or summative assessments. After you create that grading material and you assign it to your kids, you're able to give those kids grades and you're ready to send that to eSchoolPLUS. You're going to want to do that through the eSchoolPLUS app again that we used previously to configure all this. So click on the eSchoolPLUS app, and then you're going to want to find the assignment. So I have a sample assignment here, and you're going to want to click on the circular sync button there. So the circular arrows, click on that, and then you're going to want to click on sync changes. Now you are going to want to do this for each section that you have. So notice up at the top, I'm in third period, but you're going to want to toggle to each section so that each section's grades get pushed to eSchoolPLUS. Okay. When you toggle to each section, you're also going to want to make sure you do both of those steps too, clicking on the sync button and then clicking on the sync changes button. If you see this view error message, if you just hover your mouse cursor over it, it's going to give you a further some more explanation. So in this case, it says a category is required. So this item it says ungraded. So it doesn't have that performance task or that summative assessment tied to it. Okay. So that is really it. So I know that you're going to have some questions going through this. If you need support with creating learning materials to make sure that they're graded inside of Schoology, reach out to your digital learning coach. Our team is happy to help you there. If you're having any issues with Schoology or the eSchoolPLUS gradebook that are some technical fixes, please submit a help request with a direct link to your course and a detailed description of the issue. Just as much information as possible is really going to help our technicians be able to solve any questions that you have. All right, y'all. So we are really excited about this. Hope you are too. Please don't hesitate to reach out with any questions that you have. Thank you and take care.